Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening, because I know it's getting late in America. To my subscribers in America and beyond, we're about 15 hours ahead of the West Coast over there, and like 12 hours ahead of the East Coast. Welcome to Sunshine Shoulders. And before I get started, I just want to thank my viewers, thank my subscribers for your love, your kindness, and support. If you could have told me 3 months ago that this little channel would be growing the way it is, reaching the people that it's reaching, affecting people the way it's affecting people, I'd have thought you were lying. There's no way in the world I would have believed it. So I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Sincerely, thank you. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep giving you the nitty gritty. I'm not going to sugarcoat this information because it's not going to help you. But my channel is for the new man and woman who's never been here before, who's contemplating coming to the Philippines, or just as interested in the Philippines in general. My 11 years doesn't make me an expert on the Philippines, but it does give me a unique perspective on the Philippines, and I like to share it with the new man and woman, or anyone really, if it can benefit you. I'm boots on the ground here. I'm not around the edges like a lot of these other vloggers. I'm right in the center of all of this. I live among the locals, and it's going to benefit you. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing, exactly what I'm living, exactly what I'm experiencing. I'm never going to sugarcoat it, and that's not going to change today. The subject I'm going to address today, I probably should have addressed it some time ago, and that's this to the new man and woman who's never been here. Let your introduction to the Philippines be Cebu rather than Manila. And I'm going to make my case for Cebu. I'm not knocking Manila, but there's some things about Manila that are scary for the new man and woman. And this is just one man's opinion, one man's belief. Now, I don't want y'all jumping on me about this, but I just think that you're going to receive a warmer welcome in Cebu than you do in Manila. Manila is all business like. The minute you hit the ground, it's a beehive, man. There's so many people, there's so many terminals. It can be confusing because, believe it or not, it's a culture shock when you come from the west to the Philippines. Don't think it's not. And everything's moving around, and then they had those stupid bullet scams. You know, that's one thing that just turned me off about Manila anyway, where these security people, when your luggage goes through the security, they would sneak a bullet inside your luggage and then, you know, try to scam you out of money to, you know, because you're scared to death. They don't play with weapons and stuff over here. Try to get money out of you or whatever. So, you know, it's a lot of things about Manila for the new man that you don't want to go in there. You know, I love Manila. I like to go there on the weekends, and, you know, and I love the Bay Walk. I love the Mall of Asia. I love going up to Makati, those places. But for the new man and woman, your first trip, do yourself a favor flying to Cebu. Here's one of the main reasons I like to fly in Cebu, because, see, my first trip here was to Cebu. I didn't read a whole lot about the Philippines, but once I found out that I could fly here and arrive into a place other than Manila, that's what I did. Because that 20 million people in Manila, it just scared me for some reason. I didn't want to deal with that. I'd heard so much about Manila and, you know, the mean streets of Manila. And once I found out I could fly right into Cebu, I did. And thankfully I did, because you get a warmer welcome there. But here's the number one reason for me, because I've flown into both of them. Your flight is going to be on time. Majority of the time, it's going to be on time when you fly into Cebu. Okay, you don't have to. Now you don't already come 18 hours, 15 hours, whatever it is. You're tired. You just want to get on the ground. You don't want to fly into Manila and don't get clearance to land. Then your plane has to fly around in circles for 45 minutes, which happens to me every time I fly into Manila. In Cebu, it may happen to you, but then you're not going to be up there for 45 minutes. You may make one round and then you're coming in. See, that's the number one reason for me, because when you up there flying around like that, that's when you're more susceptible to an accident. The plane slows down, and, you know, it's not a good thing for me. Another thing is once you land, that renovation that they've done to that Mactan International Airport, man, it's unbelievable. From 2009 when I first came there to now. I mean, it's like a whole different, it's like they tore the place down and rebuilt it when they really didn't do that. It's really, really nice. But it goes back again to what I was saying. You done took that long flight. You're tired. Are you excited? Either one. You get out the plane. You don't want to go right out the gate and be stuck in that Manila traffic, because that's what's waiting for you when you leave the airport in Manila. In Cebu, it's not like that. The logistics of their airport over in Mactan is a whole lot better than the logistics of the airport in Manila, because literally 5 minutes away from their airport, because of course they got a hotel at the airport. I wouldn't suggest you stay there. I mean, who wants to listen to jets all night? But literally 5 minutes away from that airport, once you get to the end of Airport Road, coming in Manila, you've got malls. They just built a big, gigantic new mall right at the end of Airport Road, right across from that Save More and that little plaza there. But you got shops, you got restaurants, you got hotels, you got pension houses. You don't have to go far, and you're not going to run into that traffic. So even if you're excited and you just want to get to the hotel, you know, take a shower, change your clothes, and go, you know, hit the city, you can do that. You're not going to get a headache dealing with that Manila traffic. And they're telling how long it's going to take you to get to your hotel. Then you got to deal with the the taxi drivers. Are they going to turn on the meter? Are they not? It's just too many tricks. But another reason I didn't like, the last time I flew in Manila was 2016. And don't you know I had to exchange my money outside? The money exchangers were outside. Man, I didn't like that. Because I'm going to tell you, the minute I exchange my money, here comes a guy up to me asking me for money, man. It's scary, man. You don't want that. In the Cebu, the new thing now, you land, and the minute you get your luggage, the money exchangers are right there by the luggage, you know, when you get your luggage. And that's what I like. The armed guards are there. You can do it all safe and secure. Hell with that, you know, exchanging your money outside. But another reason is this. Cebu has everything Manila has, except for that congestion, except for that traffic. Man, there's so many places. I can't even begin to name the tourist spots in Cebu when you get there. I mean, if you like the nightlife, it's there. You know, discos, bars, clubs, they're all there. Restaurants, malls, tourist spots, the tops, Towers Temple, Temple of Leia. I mean, it goes on and on. 10,000 Roses. Everything Manila has, Cebu has. Nice beaches, you know, nice resorts that are close to the airport. They're right over there in Lapu-Lapu and Mactan. Blue water, white sand beach resorts, which is one of my favorites when I do stay at a resort. But you can go there on a day trip. Cost you 600 pesos, and 200 of those pesos goes towards your meal. It's beautiful. They got white sand beaches. You can get a massage, you know. But the culture shock is a lot more, it's not as harsh when you land into Cebu. You get a warmer welcome. And then there's some big time events that happen in Cebu. So if you can, try to fly in around Sinulu, which is the third week of January. And all this is pre-pandemic. I mean, if you want to know what the Sinulu is, it's a big religious festival, but it's like the Mardi Gras of the Philippines. I mean, it's nice. Take my word on that, it's nice. Then, Holy Week, if you can fly in here, you know, that last week of March, first week of April, and of course Christmas. But do yourself a favor, ladies and gentlemen, and fly into Cebu. It's a lot more friendlier. The culture shock is not as drastic as if you fly into Manila, because you're talking about 4 million people in Cebu versus 20 million in Manila. And then you're going to fly into that one airport in Cebu. You don't have to worry about, well, where am I flying? I'm going to fly in Terminal 1, 2, or 3 in Manila. And none of those terminals there have anything on the renovation that's happened in Cebu. Cebu's just, it's like night and day. Cebu is like, let me give you an example. It's like the minor leagues and the major leagues. You know, when a baseball prospect is drafted, they don't just throw him straight to the major leagues. I mean, you have to be very, very rare for that to happen. I don't know if that's ever happened. And if it is, you're a pitcher, you're one that's throwing the daggone ball. A lot of times what they want you to do, they'll send you through the farm system first. They'll ease you into that. They'll show you some of the things you're going to see in the major leagues first. And that's how it is in Cebu. Go ahead, get your feet wet in Cebu. See everything that you're going to see in Manila. It just slows down. It's a more warmer welcome. You don't have to worry about a lot of the scamming and stuff that goes on in Manila. And then the next time you come back to the Philippines and your feet is wet, you know what to expect. You got some experience on the ground. You can fly into Manila. Because everything you see in Cebu, you're going to see in Manila, just on a smaller scale. Everything slows down. You're going to get a warmer welcome. It's all business in Manila. That's what I've seen. It's all business. And it's intimidating for a new man and woman. When you get off that plane, it's a beehive of activity. Everything's about business. It's so professional. People don't have time to greet you and be nice to you. The minute you get off that plane in Cebu and you walk out of the terminal, boom, there's the people waiting for you right there. Okay? The taxi stand is right there. Everything is right there for you. It makes it a whole lot easier. You're not lost. You're not going to get whiplash looking around. You don't have to ask anybody a whole lot. All right, so do yourself a favor, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure I could go on and on with more reasons to fly to Cebu, but your flight's going to be on time in Cebu. You're not going to be flying around in circles. They're going to give you a clearance to land when you arrive in Cebu, not like Manila. Once you get on the ground, the logistics of the airport, you can go right to your hotel, right to your Airbnb, right to your pension house. You don't have to be waiting in traffic. Your head's hurting. You can. By the time you get to your hotel, if you flying to Manila, if you flying to Cebu, you already took a shower, got your massage, went got you something to eat. Now you're at the mall looking around. You're sightseeing already. Trust me, this is true. The welcome is warmer. It's too business-like in Manila. They don't have time to welcome you. There's no bullet scam going on in security in Cebu. Okay? Cebu is the minor leagues. It's where you want to wet your feet. It's where you want to get some experience on the ground first. This should be your introduction to the Philippines. I've made my case. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. To guys who's been here before, put your suggestions down there. Put your advice down there. Let's help the new man and woman with his decision. Should he fly to Manila? Should his first experience with the Philippines be in Manila? Or should his introduction to the Philippines be in Cebu? Thank you so much. If you're in America, it's late. Before your head hits that pillow tonight, please help somebody. If you're out there on one of those late grocery runs, see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat. Buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars. Right now, it's about 10 a.m. in the morning here in the Philippines. We have all the rest of the day to find somebody to help. Because it's very, very important. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Thank you so much. Stay COVID-free. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.